Here's the one thing that every man, especially you, needs to know. If you want a woman to see you as more than a friend, you need to spark sexual tension when you're with her. And there are so many ways to do it. I teach about it all the time. But in this video, I'm going to show you one of the easiest, most effective ways to build tension during an interaction that most guys never take advantage of. In fact, most guys do the opposite of what I'm going to show you today and waste a great opportunity to spark tons of tension that has a woman feeling drawn to you in a sexual way and feeling super hot when talking to you. So pay attention for the next few minutes, because once you learn this little secret, this technique, you'll see how easily it can be used to make women attracted to you. In fact, you may already be doing it without realizing how powerful it is. That said, let's dive in. I'm Marni, and from here on out, I'm going to be your very own personal wing girl, and every week I'm going to give you the no BS insider info about what women really want versus what they say they want, plus the most effective methods to win over any woman you like. So just hit that subscribe button below so that you never miss a video. Now, before I start telling you this magical little trick you can use in every conversation you have with a woman that will drive her super hot, I want to tell you about something else that makes women super hot. Women love men that take the time to take care of themselves. It shows that they have standards and can make efforts to work on something. And you can subconsciously signal this to a woman in so many ways, including taking care of your skin, which is why I wanted to tell you about today's video sponsor, Hanley. Hanley is one of the world's top skincare lines for men and will help you take care of your skin, making it clean, fresh, less wrinkly, and oh, so kissable. And makes it super easy by sending you boxes that come with everything you need to take care of your skin. They have a daily face wash, an exfoliant scrub, an AM moisturizer with SPF 20, and a PM moisturizer. And they give you this cute little card in every box that tells you the order to use everything and how much to use it. But you do not have to take my word for it, because they have over 5,000 five-star reviews from customers around the globe. And because Tej is sponsoring this video, they are offering you an amazing deal. So just click the first link in the description to get 40% off your first skincare system, plus a free gift. Plus, as a member, you always get 20% off for life. And by the way, you have 2 gifts to choose from that are valued at $20 each, which is a silicone body scrubber and a nail grooming kit. I've said this a million times, but I prefer the scrubber because I just like having really soft skin all over my body. So do not wait any longer. Click the first link in the description to start your skincare journey today. Thank you, Tej, for sponsoring this video. All right, now let me tell you about this amazing trick you can start using on women right now to spark sexual tension. Okay, to explain it properly, I want to tell you a little story quick about my friend Mike, whom I was recently working with. So here is what happened. So Mike found himself in a conversation with this really hot, attractive woman at a grocery store, and things started off really well. And Mike was using some of the flirting techniques he learned from my programs. And this woman was smiling, she was giggling, asking questions, and seemed to really enjoy talking to him. But then after a few minutes of smooth conversation, things just went dry. And Mike arrived at the dreaded, awkward silence. His brain seemed to have just shut off, and he couldn't think of what to say next. So in a moment of panic, he just blurted out an instinctual question. So anyways, what are you doing this weekend? Which had nothing to do with what they were talking about. But so she responds, oh, I have no plans yet. What about you? So this is a good thing. And he says, yeah, I don't have any plans either. And once again, he's stuck. He doesn't know what to do. Mike is totally caught in his head now, searching relentlessly for the next thing to say, but he cannot find his words. And every second is feeling like an eternity to him, and his mind is just drawing a blank. So this time, in a fit of panic and frustration, he goes, okay, so I should probably get going now. It was nice meeting you, though, totally blowing it. And he walks away from the conversation, a conversation that was going quite well initially until that first moment of silence. It was in that moment where Mike went from social, talkative, and flirty to getting inside his head and worrying about what to say and then panicking. And having coached guys for almost 21 years now, I completely understand this response from Mike. This happens all the time. Most guys are scared of the awkward silence. There is not a week that goes without me hearing somebody ask the question, Marni, how do I avoid awkward silences in conversation? And whenever guys find themselves facing an awkward pause, they freak out. It's almost like every guy has this idea that silent moments are the kiss of death. And you always need to be talking and entertaining for women to remain interested. But this is a huge misconception. In fact, here's the thing that I want you to lock into your brain today. So listen to this carefully. When there's silence, there's tension. I'm going to repeat that once again so it really goes in your brain. When there's silence, there's tension. See? You feel it, right? Don't you? The tension. It's that surge of electricity traveling through your body. It's kind of like a jittery feeling. And yes, it's not comfortable. It's absolutely not comfortable. But this feeling, this discomfort, is the raw material that creates the spark of attraction within a woman. This is where the vibe shifts from social to sexual. And instead of rushing to fill the silence and kill this tension, if you can just bask in it for a couple of seconds, like 2 to 3 seconds, if you can hold space for this tension to exist without freaking out, you can guarantee that the woman you're talking to will be instantly more drawn to you. Whether it's on a date or you're meeting for the first time, or even if you're talking to a female friend that you like, it works exactly the same way. These short moments of silence add tension into the mix when you manage it correctly. So to put this into clear and practical terms, here's what it means. When you're talking to a woman and there's a pause in the conversation, don't just rush to say something to fill that gap. Instead, slow down. Breathe. Bask in that feeling for 3 to 4 seconds. Have a smile or a smirk on your face and hold eye contact with her. A little sparkle in your eye. This will feel awkward for the first few times that you do it, and you'll feel that internal pressure and desire to fill the silence, that bubbly feeling in your stomach. But trust me, once you're able to do this in conversation, once you're able to hold the tension, you will be giving women butterflies without having to say a single word. If you look at any of the James Bond movies and watch him interact with women, you will see this tactic in action. He doesn't rush in to fill the silence in conversation. In fact, he's going to deliberately pause at times, take his time, look into the woman's eyes, and smirk. And it comes across so sexy and masculine. And even as a viewer, you can sense the tension between Bond and the woman he's talking to. You can see the vibe become more sexual. You can feel it. Plus, here's the interesting side effect of this tactic. When you're okay with tension, when you know that silence isn't the death of attraction, it's actually working in your favor, and you learn to enjoy it, to actually bask in it. You'll find it 10 times easier to keep conversation going. It's actually when you panic that your mind starts to shut down because you're freaking out and you struggle to find the next thing to say. You get caught in your own anxiety and your own worry because you feel like you're messing things up and she's going to lose interest. But when you're at ease with silence, it's much easier for your brain to connect the dots and figure out what to say next and how to drive the conversation forward. And I want you to test this out. Next time you're speaking to a woman that you like, or you're sitting across from her on a date or even on the bus, deliberately pause during the conversation. And when you pause, look into her eyes, smile or smirk, and hold that tension for 3 to 4 seconds, and then allow yourself to say what comes to mind. And something will pop up if you don't freak out and just bask in the tension instead. And it will add that sexual undertone to your interaction, which is critical if you want to progress things to the next level with her. The only caveat is, do not overuse this technique. I would limit it to 2 or 3 times in a single conversation, because this technique instantly sparks a lot of tension, and too much tension might be overwhelming for her. Plus it might be annoying, to be honest. And it's all about the balance. Some sparks of tension, then release it. And this is how you keep turning the scales towards attraction, have women craving you sexually. Push and pull, push and pull. Say, Now, that said, if you would like a complete breakdown of how to talk to any woman in a way that creates rapport, chemistry, and attraction, and how to smoothly move things in a sexual direction with her, then I invite you to click the link below and check out my top-rated program, The F Formula. The F Formula shows you exactly how to have fun, flirty conversations with any woman, anywhere, and smoothly escalate things to the next level with her. And it's all broken down into easy and practical steps that any guy can follow right away. Plus, it even gives you a ton of examples of what to say to make a woman want you in a sexual way. And what's more, there have been 35,000 men who have been using this formula to attract, date, sleep with beautiful women. So there's no reason why it can't do the same for you. To find out everything about the F Formula and learn how to do it, all you have to do is click the link below, because I made you a special video where I reveal what the F Formula is, how it works, and how to use it on women. Again, click the link below and get access to the F Formula now. And as always, I'll see you again next week.